Okay, good morning, students. Today we start the last chapter of our song, that is torsion. Torsion or torque or twisting moment. This is the last chapter. Now see here, in workshop and in factories, a turning force is always applied to transmit the energy by rotation. So this turning force is applied either at the rim of the pulley or key to the stop, a shaft, or any other suitable point at some suitable distance from the axis of the shaft. So the product of turning force, and the distance between the point of application of the force and the axis of the shaft is known as torque or turning moment. Now due to this turning moment or due to this torque, shear stresses are developed in the shaft. So suppose shaft is nothing but we consider a rod. Now suppose this shaft is fixed at one end. This shaft is fixed at one end and we apply the tangential force. Now what happened due to this turning force? So when a tangential force is applied to a shaft at the circumference, then the shaft is said to be twisting or turning. काय होईल पहा आता हा रॉड शाफ्ट एका बाजूला फिक्स आहे या बाजूला जर आपण टँजेन्शियल फोर्स अप्लाय केला तर काय होईल हा शाफ्ट आपला ट्विस्ट होईल किंवा टर्न होईल. मी लहान मुलांची खेळणी पाहिली असेल ना आपण चावी देतो गाडीला. दॅट इज नथिंग बट वी प्रोव्हाइड द टर्न. सो मेन पर्पज ऑफ द शाफ्ट इज व्हाट टू transmit the power. So आता इथे पहा जर if we apply tangential force to this shaft, what happens? If we apply tangential force to the shaft, then the shaft is said to be subjected to a twisting moment or the turning moment or the torque, which is equal to the product of force and the radius of shaft. So torque is nothing but product of force, turning force, and the radius of shaft. So the unit of this is nothing but Newton meter, or we can say Newton mm. So what we say, when the shaft is fixed at one end and we apply tangential force, the shaft get twisted. And we can say that the shaft is subjected to twisting moment or turning moment. And how to calculate this? This is nothing but the product of force and the radius of shaft. Now if we consider a shaft, and we apply the two equal and opposite torques at the two ends. If we apply equal and opposite torques at the two ends, then we say that it is subjected to pure torsion. Then we can say it is subjected to pure torsion. So due to this torsion or due to this torque, what happens? Shear stresses are developed in the material of the shafts. Which stresses are developed? Shear stresses. Now here we see what is the effect of this torsion or how to derive this torsional equation. Now before deriving this torsional equation, some assumptions are there. Which are the assumptions? We have seen some assumptions in the theory of bending. Here also some assumptions are there and it is asked in exam. Now the first assumption is the shaft is straight and having uniform circular cross section. म्हणजे पहिलं assumption काय आहे आपलं shaft is straight and having uniform circular cross section. Cross sectional area is uniform. So assumption is the shaft and having uniform cross section. Means the shaft is made up of same material and having same properties. तुम्ही theory of bending ला पण assumption पाहिले होते. तिथे काय होतं? A beam is a straight having uniform cross section throughout. तिथे आपण beam word use केला होता. इथे आपण म्हणतोय a shaft is straight and having uniform cross sectional area. Similarly, second assumption is beam is made of homogeneous and isotropic. तर इथे काय म्हणतोय आपण shaft is homogeneous and isotropic. तिथे आपण बीम म्हणतो बीम एकच मेड अप ऑफ सेम मटेरियल आणि हॅव्हिंग सेम प्रॉपर्टी. इथं काय म्हणतोय आपण our shaft is homogeneous and isotropic. Then the third assumption is there that circular section remains circular. Circular sections remain circular after twisting. म्हणजे जेव्हा twist, before twisting it is a circular, rod is a circular, shaft is a circular. पण twisting होतं तेव्हा ते circular section सुद्धा कसे राहतात? अगेन सर्क्युलर. तुम्ही टॉर्च स्टील पाहिलं असेल पहा बिल्डिंग साइट वरती वगैरे, माइल्ड स्टील आणि टॉर्च स्टील. टॉर्च स्टील मध्ये तो बार जो असतो तो असा पिळलेला असतो, तर त्याचा जो सर्क्युलर सेक्शन असतो तो रमेन्स सर्क्युलर ओनली. तो ट्विस्ट होत नाही, म्हणजे तो सर्क्युलरच राहतो. नेक्स्ट आहे सेम थिंग, प्लेन सेक्शन रिमेन्स प्लेन बिफोर ट्विस्टिंग अँड आफ्टर ट्विस्टिंग. इट प्लेन सेक्शन्स रिमेन प्लेन. Remain plain after twisting. That means it do not warp. Do not warp. म्हणजे ते bend होत नाही. Plain sections remain plain. Next is twist along the shaft is uniform. Twist along the shaft remain uniform. म्हणजे जी twist आहे आपण twisting करतो, that twisting remain same throughout the shaft. कुठे कमी कुठे जास्त असं नाही, it remains same. Next is stresses do not exceed the proportional limit. Stresses remains within the limit. Do not exceed the proportionate limit. म्हणजे काय? कुठली स्ट्रेस बरं? Proportional limit. Which stress due to twisting? कुठली स्ट्रेस डेव्हलप होते? Shear stress develop होते, and it remains in the proportional limit. So these are the some assumption. First assumption is shaft is straight and having uniform cross section throughout. म्हणजे shaft कसा आहे? सरळ आणि cross sectional area is remains same. Again it is homogeneous and isotropic, means having same made up of same material and having same properties. Third आहे circular sections remain circular after twisting. म्हणजे जसं मी आता तुम्हाला टॉर्च स्टीलचं एक्झाम्पल सांगितलं. इन दॅट टॉर्च स्टील तो पिळलेला बार, तर तो बार जो आहे तो कसा असतो? इट रिमेन्स एज अ सर्क्युलर सेक्शन्स रिमेन्स एज सर्क्युलर. Similarly, plain sections remains plain after twisting. They do not get warped. Again, the twist, जो twist आहे bar twist होणार shaft, that twist remains uniform throughout the shaft. And similarly, last assumption is the stresses do not exceed the proportional limit. Which stresses? Shear stresses due to torsion. Which stresses are reduced in the shaft? That is the shear stresses. So torsion is nothing but for a shaft we apply tangential force. म्हणजे जर आपण एखाद्या shaft वर force apply केला तर तो force मुळे काय होतो? तो shaft twist होतो किंवा काय होतो? तो turn म्हणजे twist होतो, पिळला जातो. So that we can say that this shaft is subjected to twisting moment or turning moment or simple torsion. And how to calculate it? It is the product of force and the radius of shaft. So when the shaft is subjected to equal and opposite torques on both sides, then it is said that it is subjected to pure torsion. Now we go for the derivation. Now actually in diploma for your level, derivation is not expected in the exam, but still we take that derivation so that your concept get clear. So now we consider my shaft, the circular shaft. Now this shaft is fixed at one end. This shaft is fixed at one end, and we apply a tangential force. Okay, turning force. Now see here, we consider this is the longitudinal section. Now we draw here a cross section. म्हणजे समजा हा पेन, हा तुमचा शार्प आहे, हा झाला त्याचा लॉंगिट्युडिनल सेक्शन, आणि इकडून दाखवलं हा झाला तुमचा क्रॉस सेक्शन, म्हणजे हा झाला सर्क्युलर क्रॉस सेक्शन. नाउ वी गिव नेम्स आर A, B. So this is your center O, this one is your B. Okay. Now the length of the shaft we consider as L. Okay. आता पहा, आपण काय केलं, हा शाफ्ट एका बाजूला फिक्स आहे आणि इथं काय केलं आपण टर्निंग फोर्स अप्लाय केला. आता या टर्निंग फोर्स मुळे काय झालं, हा शाफ्ट काय झाला, ट्विस्ट झाला किंवा हा शाफ्ट टर्न झाला. म्हणजे थोडक्यात काय करतो आपण की हा शाफ्ट आहे, हा एका बाजूला असा फिक्स केला आणि या बाजूला तो असा फोर्स अप्लाय केला टँजेन्शियल, आणि तो असा आपण पिळला, तो असा फिरवतोय आपण, टर्न देतोय. म्हणजे तो शाफ्ट इकडे फिक्स आहे. तो जर इकडे फिक्स नसता तर हा रोटेट झाला असता, पण हा इथं फिक्स आहे आणि इकडून तुम्ही जर टँजेन्शियल फोर्स अप्लाय केला तर हा काय होईल, आपला शाफ्ट असा पिळला जाईल. म्हणजे माझ्या हा बोटाची पोझिशन पहा, असा आहे तो असा होईल. म्हणजे हा जो पॉइंट आहे तो इथं होता तो वरती गेला असा. इट गेट ट्विस्ट. म्हणजे काय, हा जो पॉइंट आहे हा बी, हा काय होईल बरं, आफ्टर ट्विस्टिंग हा असा इथे गेला बी डॅश. सो द सेम पॉइंट हियर गोज ऍट बी डॅश. सो सम अँगल इज मेड हियर. आणि हा जो अँगल आहे दिस इज नथिंग बट फाय. दिस अँगल इज नथिंग बट थीटा. इनिशियली AB we consider the point. आता आपण जर टँजेन्शियल फोर्स अप्लाय केला तर काय झालं, इट गेट ट्विस्ट. काय झालं, हा ट्विस्ट झाला. म्हणजे हा जो बी पॉइंट आहे हा कुठे गेला, बी डॅश ला गेला. पहा, हा ए बी, मी इथे फोर्स अप्लाय केला, हा ट्विस्ट झाला. हा ट्विस्ट झाला म्हणजे हा बी पॉइंट इथे गेला, बी डॅश. इज इट क्लिअर? आता हा बी बॉन्ड कुठे गेला, बी डॅश ला गेला. म्हणजे काय झालं, हा अँगल झाला. हा अँगल बी ए बी डॅश, दिस इज नथिंग बट फाय. दिस अँगल बी ए बी डॅश. 1 minute. Okay. So BAB dash, this angle is formed. So this phi is nothing but phi. If we consider this BAB dash, nothing but BB dash upon AB. आणि काही आठवतं का, की आपण we have studied in the first chapter. What is this? This is nothing but called as a shear strain. This is nothing but shear strain. पहा काय केलं, ए बी हा बी इनिशियल पॉइंट आहे. वेन वी अप्लाय टँजेन्शियल फोर्स वी गेट ट्विस्ट. म्हणजे हा बी पॉइंट इकडे गेला, बी डॅश. सो इट हैव सम अँगल फाय. दिस फाय इज नथिंग बट द शियर स्ट्रेन बीपी डॅश अपॉन AB. दिस इज नथिंग बट अ शियर स्ट्रेन. अँड व्हॉट इज दिस अँगल, BOB dash. This angle is nothing but angle of twist. Angle of twist. This is nothing but angle of twist. आता पहा, आता काय करूयात आपण, आता हा जर ट्रायंगल कन्सिडर करा. ट्रायंगल BAB dash. Consider this triangle BAB dash. In that AB equal to what? L. AB equal to L. Now we consider tan phi. What is tan phi? Opposite side upon adjacent side. That is BB dash upon AB. काय केलं आपण ह्या ट्रायंगल मध्ये, हा अँगल कन्सिडर केला tan phi. So opposite side upon adjacent side, that is BB dash upon AB. So as this angle is very small, so this tan phi equal to phi. So phi is equal to this BP dash. We keep as it is, and instead of AB we write L. AB म्हणजे काय, length of the shaft, that is nothing but L. आता हा क्रॉस सेक्शन बघा. आता ह्या क्रॉस सेक्शन मध्ये BB dash, this is nothing but your radius of the shaft. Can you calculate BB dash? यामध्ये arc length, हा जो BB dash आहे, this is nothing but arc length. How to calculate this arc length? कसं काढतो आपण? What is the formula? Formula is radius multiplied by the angle at the center. So this is nothing but R into theta. So instead of this BB dash, can we use R theta? या BB dash च्या ऐवजी आपण R theta यूज करू शकतो का? करू शकतो. So phi is equal to पहा R theta upon L. Phi is equal to R theta upon L. आता पहा, आता मी इकडे लिहिते. Now I write here. आता आपण काय म्हणतोय, ड्यू टू दिस टॉर्शन और ड्यू टू दिस टर्निंग मुवमेंट शियर स्ट्रेसेस आर डेव्हलप इन द शाफ्ट. आता शाफ्ट मध्ये शियर स्ट्रेसेस डेव्हलप झाले. नाउ व्हॉट इज शियर स्ट्रेस? Shear stress is nothing but Fs. It is denoted by the letter Fs or Q or tau. Here we use Fs. So shear stress is Fs, which is developed or induced in the shaft. And modulus of rigidity. Modulus of rigidity. We are studying in first chapter. It is denoted by which letter? C or capital G or capital N. Now here they use C. The modulus of rigidity, nothing but C. So can you tell me the relation between shear stress, modulus of rigidity and shear strain? काय बरं relation? Have you studied? आठवते का पहिल्या chapter मध्ये? Shear stress is directly proportional to shear strain. पहा. Shear stress is directly proportional to shear strain. And the ratio of shear stress to shear strain is nothing but modulus of rigidity. In first chapter, we have used the letter capital G. Now in this chapter, in this book, it is used as C. So phi is equal to what? Q. आता इथे Q च्या ऐवजी आपण घेतलंय Fs. So we use Fs. So Fs upon phi is equal to C. So phi equal to Fs upon C. मग आता इथे phi ऐवजी can we use Fs upon C? Use करू शकतो. So इथे instead of this phi we write Fs upon C is equal to R theta upon L. Now we just change the position. काय करूयात आपण फक्त पोझिशन बदलूया. सो हा C तिकडे घेऊयात. So C theta upon L is equal to Fs upon R. And this is your half derivation. Half derivation, half equation. Now I repeat again. मी परत पहा सांगते समजून घ्या. We consider one shaft. The length of the shaft is L. Now this is the longitudinal section. This is the cross section. Now we apply turning force here. Now initially the B point is here. Now the shaft is fixed at 1A. So we apply turning force. आता इथे जर turning force apply केला तर हा turn होईल. म्हणजे हा B point झाला B dash कडे गेला. Similarly हा B point इथे गेला B dash कडे. So म्हणजेच काय झालं पहा. The shaft gets twisted. So shear stresses are developed. Now here in this triangle BAB dash, this phi, this is nothing but a shear strain. That is BB dash upon AB. Phi is nothing but shear strain that we have studied in first chapter. Now this angle BOB dash, this is nothing but the angle of twist which is measured in radians. Now we consider this triangle BAB dash. In this triangle, tan phi equal to opposite side upon adjacent side. That is BB dash upon AB. Now angle is very small, so you can say angle is very small. So instead of that, we consider tan phi equal to phi. Now phi equal to B dash upon AB is nothing but length of the shaft L. आता consider this cross section. This BB dash is nothing but arc length. How to calculate arc length? Radius multiplied by the angle. So R into theta. Now instead of this BB dash, we put R theta. आता काय म्हणतो आपण? Due to torsion, shear stresses are developed. So shear stress is directly proportional to shear strain, and their ratio remain constant. That constant is called as modulus of rigidity. So C is equal to Fs upon phi. That means phi equal to Fs upon C. So instead of this phi, we put Fs upon C. आता फक्त पोझिशन बदलली आपण. C इकडे घेतला R इकडे घेतला. So C theta upon L equal to Fs upon R. This is your half derivation. आता इथे बघा. This C modulus of rigidity is nothing but remain constant. This angle of twist also remain constant. Length of the shaft is also remain constant. So this Fs is directly proportional to R. This Fs is directly proportional to R. So as R, now we will consider R equal to 0. म्हणजे कुठे येईल बरे? R equal to 0 म्हणजे at center. Therefore, what is the value of Fs at center? It is 0. So what we say? At the center of the shaft, shear stress is 0. And as the distance increases, shear stress also increases. And it is maximum at the outer layer. ती कुठं maximum असते? At the outer layer. So at R is maximum. That is at outer layer. Outermost fiber. Outer layer. This Fs is maximum. So this shear stress is maximum at the outermost layer. If we draw the sketch, समजा जर आपण shear stress distribution diagram चं sketch काढलं तर ते कसं येईल बघ. The diagram is like this. The diagram is like this. म्हणजे काय होतंय? It is maximum at top fx. This is nothing but your radius. And if we have to find the shear stress in any intermediate layer, so this is nothing but Q. Shear stress at any intermediate layer we consider Q, and it is maximum at top, and it is maximum at bottom, म्हणजे outer layer. So what we say here, Fx is direct shear stress is directly proportional to radius. Radius when 0, that means at center shear stress is 0, and as the distance increases, that means that radius, when it starts from the center, it is maximum at the outer layer. So shear stress is also maximum at outer layer. So this is your half derivation. Now we consider the remaining half derivation. Okay. And this is for what? This is the case for hollow section. If we draw, solid section. Now if we draw for hollow section, the diagram is like this. Diagram kashi येईल बघा. It is 0 at center. As the distance increases, it is maximum. As the distance increases, it is maximum. So this is the maximum shear stress at outer layer. The radius up to this is R. Now the shear stress at this intermediate layer, this is Q. And the shear stress up to here is small r. So this is your Q, this one is your R. This is what? Shear stress distribution diagram. For what? For hollow shaft. And this one is shear stress distribution diagram for solid shaft. ह्या 2-3 डायग्राम आहेत एक्झाम मध्ये विचारतात. ही झाली तुमची शाफ्ट साठी. आणि तुम्ही जर बीम साठी काढणार असाल, तुम्हाला आठवत असेल तर बघा, इफ यू कन्सिडर अ सर्क्युलर बीम अँड द डायग्राम अशी येत होती. आठवतंय का बघा? दिस डायग्राम इज लाईक दिस. shear stress distribution diagram for beam. म्हणजे ऍट टॉप 0 असतं आणि इथे न्यूट्रल ऍक्सिसला क्यू मॅक्स होता. हा बीम साठी आहे. आणि दिस इज फॉर शाफ्ट. कन्फ्युजन करू नका. फॉर शाफ्ट इट इज 0 ऍट सेंटर, मॅक्सिमम ऍट आउटर लेअर, टॉप मोस्ट लेअर. इथे मात्र ऍट टॉप आणि बॉटम शियर स्ट्रेस इज 0 and maximum at neutral axis. This is for beam and we are studying here for shaft. आता next half derivation we consider. Now we consider here. We consider one elementary area. We consider some elementary area. Elementary area we consider. Area we consider delta A. Okay, this area is delta A and this is the radius R from the center. Now see this equation. आता हा equation पायाच्यावरून तुमची shear stress काय येते पहा. Fx is equal to C theta upon L into R. पण आपल्याला कुठली shear stress काढायची आहे? At this elementary area. That is nothing but Q is equal to C theta upon L into R. This is the shear stress. का तर आपण intermediate layer ला काढतोय. Outer layer ला it is maximum, that is Fs is equal to. Now, as we know, this is the area. This is nothing but the shear stress. Can we calculate the shear resistive force? So we can calculate shear resistive force. So how to calculate that shear resistive force? Stress is equal to force upon area. So force is equal to area into stress. Area is this much, delta A, and this is the stress, C theta upon L into R into delta A. This is the shear stress multiplied by area, that is delta A. पण आता आपण जर इक्वेशन फर्स्ट पाहिलं, C theta upon L is equal to pi Fx upon RA. So instead of this C theta upon L, can we put Fs upon R? करू शकतो. So we can write C theta upon L, च्या लावूया Fx upon R. This is your R into delta A. This is what shear resistive force. Now what we do? आता हा जो shear resistive force आलेला आहे तुमचा, आता काय करूयात आपण, याची आपण हे घेऊयात, मोमेंट घेऊयात. what is the moment of this force about the center. Now we take the moment, shear resistive moment about the center. What is the moment? काय येईल बरं? Force into distance. Force काय आहे? हाय. Fs upon R into R into delta A into what is the distance? Distance is nothing but R. So if we simplify this, काय येईल? Fs upon R into R square RR into delta A. आता ही मोमेंट कोणाची आली बरं? This is the moment due to one elementary stress. आता असे जर टोटल आपण घेतला number of stress. So what is the total moment? Now what is the total moment? Now this total moment we consider as TR. This total moment we consider as TR. So for that we take the summation. Summation is equal to Fs upon R into R square into delta. ही एकाची मोमेंट झाली. अशा नंबर ऑफ स्ट्रेस घेतला तर टोटल मोमेंट TR घेतली. आता हा जो TR आहे रेझिस्टिव्ह टॉर्क इन इक्विलिब्रियम it is balanced by the this resistive force. This resistive torque is equal to the applied torque. So this resistive torque is nothing but applied torque. Now I write here. So I write here. So what is this? T is equal to Fs summation Fs upon R square into delta. Now we simplify this. This T is equal to Fs upon R. This summation R square into delta. Now remember this term. काय आहे बघा हे आपण शिकलो already. We have studied in moment of inertia chapter. So this is nothing but polar moment. Polar moment of inertia. So T is equal to Fs upon R into Ip. This is nothing but polar moment of inertia. So we take this here. T upon Ip is equal to Fs upon R. So this is your remaining half equation. Remaining half derivation. आता पहिलं derivation काय आहे बघा. This is the first derivation. Sorry, this is the first half and this is the second half. आता C theta upon L equal to Fs upon R and T upon Ip equal to Fs upon R. So let us combine these two. So what we get? After combining, we get C theta T upon Ip. I write here T upon Ip is equal to C theta upon L is equal to Fs upon R. So this is your torsional equation. Nobody asked this derivation in exam, but this equation is asked you in exam for 2 marks. State the torsional equation and write the meanings of the symbols used. So we have to write this equation and you have to write the meanings of the symbols used. So what is T? T is nothing but turning moment or twisting moment. Turning moment. So what is the unit? Newton mm. Turning moment or twisting moment. Force into distance. So Newton mm. Then next Ip. Ip म्हणजे काय? Polar moment of inertia. Just we have seen. Polar moment of inertia. How to calculate it? Ip कसं काढतो आपण? Ixx plus Iyy. आणि तुम्हाला टॉर्शन साठी दोनच शाफ्ट आहेत. एक सर्क्युलर शाफ्ट, सॉलिड सर्क्युलर शाफ्ट आणि दुसरा आहे हॉलो सर्क्युलर शाफ्ट. आणि सर्क्युलर शाफ्ट साठी Ixx and Iyy both are same. सॉलिड साठी Ixx and Iyy सेम असतात. फॉर्म्युला आहे π/64 d raised to the power 4. आणि हॉलो साठी फॉर्म्युला आहे Ixx and Iyy both are same. Then the formula is π/64 capital D raised to 4 minus small d raised to 4. Or I write here for solid shaft. Solid circular shaft. Ixx is equal to Iyy and the formula is π/64 d raised to 4. आणि hollow circular shaft साठी hollow circular shaft. So here also Ixx and Iyy both are same and the formula is π/64 capital D raised to 4 minus 5 by 64 small d raised to power 4. So this is your RC. Then C, this is your unit काय आहे the moment of inertia mm to the power 4. Then C is modulus of rigidity. Modulus of rigidity. You need Newton per mm square. Then L. L is nothing but length of shaft, which is in, we consider mm or meter. Then Fs, sorry, theta. Theta is angle of twist, but it is measured in radian. In radian, angle of twist. Then Fs. Fs is maximum shear stress. आणि ती कुठे असते? At outermost layer, that is top and bottom. बाहेरच्या लेयरला सगळ्यात बाहेर कशी असते? It is maximum. And R. R is nothing but what? The radius of shaft. That is in mm. तुम्हाला जर theory of bending चे इक्वेशन आठवत असेल तर पहा दोन्ही इक्वेशन सेम सायमल्टेनियसली लक्षात ठेवले तर तुम्हाला सोपं जाईल. काय बघा, काय आठवते का तुम्हाला इक्वेशन torsion theory of bending चं? M upon I is equal to what? E upon R. दोन्ही जर लक्षात ठेवले व्यवस्थित तर सेम लक्षात राहील. इथं आपण विचारतोय टी टर्निंग फोर्स, तिकडे एम म्हणजे बेंडिंग मोमेंट, इकडे आय टी यूज करतो पोलर मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया. देयर वी यूज मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया दॅट इज आय. इथे आपण घेतोय एफ एस, तिथे आपण यूज करत होतो ई अपॉन आर. कॅपिटल ई म्हणजे मॉड्युलस ऑफ रिजिडिटी and R means radius of curvature. M upon I is equal to what? Sigma upon Y is equal to M upon I is equal to E upon R. This is the bending equation. ह्याच्यामध्ये बघा, हा तुमचा M म्हणजे बेंडिंग मोमेंट, इथे आहे टर्निंग मोमेंट, हा I म्हणजे मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया, हा म्हणजे पोलर मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया. E means modulus of elasticity, इकडे modulus of rigidity. This R means radius of curvature. Here R means radius of shaft. Here sigma means bending stress. Here Fs means shear stress, maximum shear stress. This is maximum bending stress. This is your what? L, length of the shaft. Here Y is the distance from the neutral axis to the extreme fiber. So दोन्ही simultaneously लक्षात ठेवा. दोन्हीपैकी एक 100% एक्झाम मध्ये विचारतात. either assumption, either equation. So what is your torsional equation? T upon IT is equal to C theta upon L is equal to Fs upon R. T म्हणजे turning moment किंवा twisting moment किंवा torque. IT means polar moment of inertia, which is calculated as Ix plus Iyy. C means modulus of rigidity. Theta means angle of twist in radian. L means length of the shaft. Fs means maximum shear stress. And R means a radius of shaft. So this much is sufficient for today's lecture. In next lecture, we will continue the next part. Okay.